Boxing King Media, powered by BYD. Adam Azim, it's been a long time. I feel like you've kind of disappeared from boxing and you're back in the game, but it's only actually really been like 6 months, but it seems like a long time.
Yeah, it has been quite a while actually. I had an injury on my ankle, so that's why I've been out for long. I was initially meant to be fighting June the 15th, and then obviously everything got postponed, but I'm back here now, and I've got a bigger, better fight. Looking forward to it, and feeling great actually. Yeah.
Do you feel like it was any time whilst you was away where you thinking like, I feel like all that momentum I've built up, is there any risk of people forgetting how good I am and all that kind of stuff?
To be honest, I always say to myself that everything happens for a reason, and I know that this fight can bring me back to where I am. Getting my name out there, boosting my name, fighting great names, and this is one of them. So yeah.
You obviously had a long time out injured. You weren't obviously because you done your ankle in, so I'm guessing there's not a lot of boxing stuff you could do. How did you occupy your time? What did you get up to?
So to be honest, when I did have the injury, I've just been laying in bed, raising my mostly leg up and doing nothing, absolutely nothing. So all I've been doing is watching boxing, but I couldn't obviously go train and that because of what happened. But at the end of the day, I'm back fresh as new, ready to go, fresh as a daisy, and ready to fight.
You said you'd just be watching boxing. You watching anything else?
To be honest, just movies and boxing. That's it. I know I can't watch anything else. Like I can't do anything else. Like what I have been doing is trying to get my reactions up, doing all sorts of stuff outside of boxing. The yoga, Pilates, getting my stretches up, reaction training, do a bit of chest here and there just to get my mind working. These are the attributes for a champion where you got to go outside and do stuff out of your comfort zone. And for me, like yoga, I'm not really good at it, but it's out of my comfort zone, and I'm pursuing to get better at it. So yeah.
Good stuff, man. I was keeping an eye on your socials as the months and weeks are going by. I don't know how many weddings you've been to. I've seen you at so many different weddings over the last. How many weddings have you been to? Lost count?
Oh, I've been to numerous weddings this month. Obviously had my sister engagement, then a god, then obviously when you look at Asian family, they go all out in the weddings, such as obviously my sister, she had it on the Friday, then the other side had it on the Sunday, then obviously we had all sorts of events, and I kind of enjoyed it, to be honest, but I didn't get to have the freedom where I had to eat as much as I can because obviously I've got a big fight coming up and still looking in great shape. All I had was chicken and salad and rice, and that's it.
But you just said that your sister got married. It's the first sibling of yours that's been married, yeah?
Yeah, first sibling. Yeah, first sibling. To be married in the family, and as a brother, it's very emotional for all of us because when you got a younger sibling, younger than me actually, to be honest, getting married very early. She's only 19, and obviously it's a big thing for our family as well. So, but yeah, she's happy, and the wedding was amazing, and couldn't got even better. So yeah.
Test your emotions now. What was it like for you as an older brother to give your sister away? Did you feel any emotions, or did you manage to hold it back?
To be honest, I'm not the sort of guy to cry, but I feel it inside. But what I could do, I could dedicate this fight to her if I wanted to. So yeah, that's what I'm doing in this next fight.
Good stuff, man. And also your love for Bollywood songs. I'm seeing you singing songs all the time. Yeah. Where's the love for Bollywood? Because I've never asked you this before. Where's that love for Bollywood songs come from?
To be honest, it's just I don't understand the music, but it's such a nice way, obviously, to start your day. Put a Bollywood music on, listen to it. I think it's absolutely good because when I listen to English music, I do like it, but I prefer Bollywood because like in the house when I used to watch some Bollywood music or movies and that, and I used to watch it. So it kind of comes from the old generation.
What is your favorite classic Bollywood song?
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. That's a good song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And obviously people are wondering what that means. That means something's happening. Yeah. So let's talk about the serious stuff. You kind of clarified the whole Harlem Eubank stuff and the Dalton Smith stuff. How did you find reading? Because when they pulled you out the Dalton Smith fight, you will have seen all the online reaction. That it was put out there that you've avoided that fight. You don't want to fight Dalton Smith now, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it was your team that made that decision. But how did you find it dealing with the criticism from the fans? Because in the fans' words, they were saying that you've avoided him.
To be honest, look, they can say what they're like. They're not the one getting in the ring fighting. I can say to myself that, look, Dalton Smith is 28, 29. I'm only 22. That fight is, and obviously, got a developing to do, as it can be a bigger fight down the line. It could be a bigger fight next year. Look, I think obviously they were all wanting me to fight Dalton Smith because they said I'm ducking him. No, I'm not ducking him. I'm just waiting for the right time to fight where want to make it a bigger fight. Look, Harlem Eubank initially was meant to fight, and then that didn't work out because obviously he didn't want the fight. I'll be honest, he didn't want the fight. He wanted to take a different route. Obviously, a lot of people are pushing on to me saying that I didn't want the fight. Of course, look, I fight anyone, and look, Dalton Smith fight can wait because he's a good fighter, and I think it's the best time for us when we both have world titles and fight at the right time.
Okay. And then the craziest thing in all this is, and it'd be stupid not to say this, but Ohara Davis is like world level. Do you know what I mean? Like he's fought at world level. His losses have all come at world level. Jack Catterall, I think it was a split decision or majority decision. Josh Taylor, obviously, and last time, it's obvious to see that he got cold. So you're kind of taking on a really hard fight, which is almost kind of the same sort of risk as potentially fighting a Dalton Smith or a Harlem Eubank. So what was kind of like, what went through your mind when Ohara Davis' name got picked up?
To be honest, I had a bunch of names. I had 5 names here. We obviously initially went for Harlem, then obviously another guy at Southpaw. The other guy couldn't do it, but then obviously my other option was Ohara Davis, and my team, the Ben Shalom, sat down all together, said, yeah, I think we should take this fight. Look, it's a bigger, better fight. It's a harder fight than Harlem Eubank, and the amount of experience that Ohara Davis has in the professional scene is, you can't get given that. He's been through it all. He's had a loss in his career, and he knows how to come back from a loss as well. So, look, he's a good fighter. And I think this is a great way for me to develop as a fighter. Get into the ring with Ohara Davis. Look, I know Ohara for a very long time. We're good friends. But I never thought that it would come to this stage where I have to fight him. But look, everything was right. I think everything's right on pen and paper. I think this is a perfect fight for me and for him as well.
It is a really fascinating fight. With regards to, we're at the Peacock's gym today. Am I right in saying, is this where you guys first met?
This is the initial spot where me and Ohara Davis met. So it was me, Tunde, Ajayi, Anthony Yard, my brother Bilal Ali. You got Ohara Davis there. You had, I think that time Daniel Dubois was there as well. So, and then obviously when I used to come in, I used to see him all the time, spar people. In the camp as well, you had Rolly Romero as well.
Wow.
Not Rolly Romero, what's his name? The other guy, Romero from UK.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with
The Traveller, yeah.
yeah, I think he's got long hair. Yeah, him. He used to be in the camp as well. He had a couple of fighters in the camp as well, so it was good.
Did you guys ever spar?
No, I never sparred. I was very young that time. I think I was 9 or 10 years old when I first met Ohara. I think I did do like one round with him, or a couple, like where he's older than me, he was bigger, and obviously I was a little baby, so I think he was just taking me around, like touching, like obviously when you're just moving a kid around, like a bit, yeah, it's just like that.
Well, he's got 10 years on you, so it's a bit mad you fighting a guy that's 10 years older. You're not gonna. I don't want to ask you if you're fear of anything, but he's got 18 knockouts, which is way more fights than you've had. He's known to be a concussive puncher. He's been the away fighter loads of times in his career, where he's gone on beat fighters, where fans have been booing him, all that kind of stuff. So, what do you kind of take from that? Because you've got everything to lose, and he probably hasn't, because he's seen you as an opportunity where he beats you, he's back at the top.
Yeah, of course. Like anyone who beats me is back on the top, and I feel like, look, Ohara Davis is a good he's a great puncher, but obviously there's ways of handling it, and I just got to listen to my trainer. Just got to listen to my trainer for this fight and prepare really good for this fight. And I feel like this is probably the best camp I'm having so far. I've had great rounds and I'm looking great. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Last question on the fight. I asked Ohara if this fight is a tactical battle or if it's a shootout. He just kind of said you'd have to wait and see. So I want to ask you, does this fight go the distance, or what can you expect?
The same what you said. We have to wait and see, because yeah, I know what I've got in my mindset.
Last question. Your old stablemate Daniel Dubois is fighting Anthony Joshua next week. Some stories have come out about sparring where people are saying that Dubois rocked AJ in sparring. Obviously, from your own personal experiences, does that mean anything if you rock somebody in sparring? And because I know you sparred Raul and Charlton before you fought him, and also, what do you kind of what kind of chance are you giving Daniel Dubois?
Look, sparring is sparring. Look, you know what you do in the ring. Anything can happen in sparring. And obviously, it's a place where you learn from it. But when you get into a fight, it's completely different. You know, you got the atmosphere, you got the crowd, you got the small gloves, you got no head guard. It's a different story when you're in the ring. So yeah, so it's either way. Look, you've got now here. AJ's got that in his head about it. Obviously, Daniel rocking him and sparring. I don't know if that's true or not, but look, it is what it is. When he gets in that ring, then there's business down there.
Okay. And the last thing I'm going to ask you, I don't know if you're going to say yes or no, but you said you like Bollywood songs and you do sing a bit. Do you reckon you could drop us a few lines before I let you go? Are you too shy?
Kiska hai tumko. That's it. That's all I've got. I need to listen to some music to understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Kuch hota hai.
Yeah. You're just saying. I thought you might just drop a few bars and I've seen you like singing away when the song's playing in the background.
Yeah. You know, I've got so many songs in my head, but I don't know which one to pick.
All right. But you're not shy though.
Nah, I'm not shy.
Well, I'm gonna remember that next time because
No, after the fight, come back with me with the mic, and I'll sing you some Bollywood music.
okay. I'll try and find a good one. Yeah, I'll ask your mate Amma, which is a good one, and we'll get someone. No matter what happens, yeah. Because like I said to Ohara, I know you both pretty well, and I hope the best man wins on fight night.
Thank you.